Hello dear boys and girls, today we are going to have an English lesson. My name is Yıldız Ismailova. Shall we begin? Imperative sentences, Year 7. Dear children, today you will need a notebook or piece of paper and also a pen or pencil. Before we start the lesson, let me show you the picture. What is it? Have you ever seen this? What does it say? Yes, you're right. It is a road sign. And it says or commands to turn left. If you remember your lesson in a classroom, your teacher might be able to tell you, open your book, listen, read, be quiet, stand up or sit down. She may also say sing or write or color to you. Do you remember those commands? So today's topic is imperative sentences. We are going to learn how to construct an imperative sentence, negative form of imperative sentences, when do we use them, and we're going to do some interactive exercises. Now it is a song time.
English sing.
Don't sit down. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Wash your hands. Don't go outside, don't go outside, don't go outside. Put on your coat, put on your coat, put on your coat. Put on your coat. Listen. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Wash your hands. Don't go outside, don't go outside, don't go outside. Put on your coat, put on your coat, put on your coat. Put on your coat. Sing along. Your turn.
What was the song about? What words did you hear? Yes, you're right. Don't sit down. Wash your hands. Don't go outside. Put on your coat. All of these sentences are imperative. Can you think of other situations when we use imperative sentences? For example, teacher's instructions. In your class, teacher will tell you. Or maybe recipes. Do you remember we learned how to make beş parmak the other day? Or maybe road directions. Do you or your parents use navigation in your car? And finally, invitation to a birthday party or any other party. What is an imperative sentence? This kind of sentence gives you a direction or a command. They end with a period or an exclamation mark, depending on the feeling you want to put into it. For example, please stop yelling. Turn off the microphone. Write down your answer. So you see, we have different intonation during each imperative sentence. Now we proceed to task 1. Put a verb in the brackets into the correct form. You will have 1 minute. Let's check the answers together. Number 1. Go straight. Number 2. Don't swim in this lake. Number 3. Do your homework. Number 4. Don't play football in the yard. And finally, number 5. Brush your teeth. Well done if you got it right. Imperative sentences is a type of sentence that gives you advice, instructions, request, order or command, invitation, or direction. We can use the imperative to give a direct order. Examples include: take the chewing gum out of your mouth, stand up straight, give me the details. We can use the imperative to give instructions. Open your book. The other example: take 2 tablets every evening. Or the last example is: take a left turn and then a right turn. We also can make an invitation with the imperative sentence. Examples include: come in and sit down, make yourself at home, please start without me, I'll be there shortly, have a piece of this cake, it's delicious, come to our wedding. We can use the imperative on signs and notices. For example, push, do not use, insert $1, wear a mask. We can use the imperative to give friendly, informal advice. For example, speak to him, tell him how you feel, have a quiet word with her about it, don't go, stay at home and rest up, get some sleep and recover. We can make the imperative to make your sentence more polite. We add the verb do. Do be quiet. Do come. Do sit down. Now we proceed to task 2. Match each picture with the appropriate usage of imperative. You have 1 minute. Let's check the answers together. Invitation, road sign which says watch for animals, a teacher's instructions which says get ready for exams, a friendly advice which says don't ruin a good today by thinking of a bad yesterday, and finally a direct order, wear a face mask. Well done if you got all your answers right. How do we form an imperative sentence? It is a relatively easy type of sentence to form. It begins with the base form of a verb. For example, go now. In many sentences, you is not spoken, but it is understood. You go now, and normally we don't write you. An imperative sentence ends with a period or an exclamation point. Let's watch a short video.
Exclamatory sentence or exclamation. This is a sentence that expresses a strong feeling, strong emotion, or a sense of urgency. This type of sentence ends with an exclamation point. The following sentences are examples of exclamatory sentences or exclamations. Watch out for that car. That's urgency. I love that movie. Emotion. What an exciting game that was. Feeling. Imperative sentence or command. This is a sentence that tells someone to do something or gives a command. This type of sentence ends with a period. The following sentences are examples of imperative sentences or commands. Read this book for tomorrow. Copy down your homework. Go to bed.
And now it's time for writing.
So affirmative, or we also say positive form, we take base form of the verb and plus object. Example, open the door. The other example include, if we want to use let, plus me, it, him, her, us, them, plus base form of the verb. For example, let me go to the Peter's party, please. I would like to show you other examples of affirmative or positive form. Fill in the form. Base form of the verb is fill in, and object is the form. Second example, let them choose the card. Let plus them plus base form of the verb. What about negative form? We have to use do plus not plus base form of the verb plus object. Example, don't park your car in front of the gate. Or let plus not plus base form of the verb plus object. Example, let's not make noise. Other examples of negative form include do not enter the room, do not, Enter is the base form of the verb and the room is the object. Let him not miss the lesson. Base form of the verb is miss plus object the lesson, and we put let not at the beginning of the sentence. Now we will do a little exercise. Please stand up and follow my instructions. So, dear kids, are you ready for our exercise? Okay. Pick up, put down. Stand up, turn around. Clap left, clap right, clap up, clap down. Look left, look right, look up, look down, turn around, sit down, touch something brown. Now we proceed to task 3. Change the sentences using imperative sentences. You have 1 minute. Let's check the answers together. The first one, he should have a job, becomes let him have a job. Number 2, we mustn't stop now, becomes let us not stop now, or we can also say do not let us stop now. Number 3, you must go to bed. The answer is go to bed. Number 4, you should get up early. The answer is get up early. You mustn't stand here. The answer is do not stand here. She can have a drink. Let her have a drink. Number 7, they must clean the carpet. Let them clean the carpet. Number 8, we needn't wait for him. The answer is let us not wait for him, or we can also say do not let us wait for him. If you got all your answers right, great job. You remember at the beginning of the lesson I've shown you a sign, turn left. Do you remember one of the first slides of my presentation today? When we explain directions of the road, we often use imperative sentences. We use following words for directions. For example, turn right, turn left, go straight on, walk past the building, opposite the building, next to the building. We also may use cafe, hospital, underground station, post office or library. They are buildings. Also in directions, we often use traffic light, roundabout, or commands like on the left, on the right, first left, first right, second left, second right. Now all these words are in pictures. Have a look at them attentively, please. Turn left, turn right, go straight on, take the second left, roundabout, traffic lights, take the second right, next to, opposite, go past. Now have a look at the map. We're going to listen. A conversation. Please listen, do not write down now.
A.
Go straight on, then take the first left onto Green Street. Walk past the library and it's the building next to the library on the left.
B.
Go straight on, go past the traffic lights, you'll see a shop on the right. Go past that and it's on the right next to the shop.
C.
Go straight on, go past the traffic lights and go straight on until you get to the roundabout. At the roundabout, turn left. Go past the theatre. It's the building next to the theatre, opposite the hospital.
D.
Go straight on, go past the traffic lights and take the second right onto King's Road. Go past the bookshop. It's the building next to the bookshop opposite the cafe.
Now I would like you to prepare your piece of paper and write down 4 buildings which the speakers say. We will have to write down 4 buildings, A, B, C and D. I will put the audio file again and you can write down your answers.
A.
Go straight on, then take the first left onto Green Street. Walk past the library and it's the building next to the library on the left.
B.
Go straight on, go past the traffic lights, you'll see a shop on the right. Go past that and it's on the right next to the shop.
C.
Go straight on, go past the traffic lights and go straight on until you get to the roundabout. At the roundabout, turn left. Go past the theatre. It's the building next to the theatre, opposite the hospital.
D.
Go straight on, go past the traffic lights and take the second right onto King's Road. Go past the bookshop. It's the building next to the bookshop opposite the cafe.
Shall we check the answers? Dear boys and girls, let's have a look at the answers. A is the post office. It's on the Green Street. B is underground station, which is on Bond Street next to the shop. C is the cinema, which is on King's Road, opposite the hospital. And final answer is D, bus station. It's on the King's Road, across the cafe. I hope you enjoyed this task. So what did we learn today, dear kids? We studied positive and negative forms of imperative sentences, different ways of using imperative sentences. Also, we've studied punctuation of imperative sentences, so polite form of imperatives, and we also did some exercises and listening. Dear boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. And I also hope that you will be able to use imperative sentences in your everyday life. See you next time. Bye bye.